Let's talk about the things which make me the most amount of money. Through my coaching business on Instagram, let's look at it. The one thing I'm still trying to figure out, by the way, let's do one more thing. Let's set up a 120-minute timer and let's work for the next 2 hours straight. Let's focus on the things which make me money. Yeah, I'm still trying to find the right words for my business, what I'm trying to do. Because is this a personal brand? Is it a coaching business? What do I call it? Because you could call it anything. It's just I need to find the right words which help me see the world, what I'm doing more clearly. Because as you hit the right spot and you see the world more clearly, you're able to take actions specific to those. You're able to curate your reality better. I don't know if it is a coaching business or it is a personal brand. For now, I'm going to call it a coaching business because that makes me money and and it creates the impact as well. The more money I want, the more clients I'll have to take. The more clients I take, the more money I make. And the more clients I take, the more impact I create in more people's lives, which is what I want. So let's run it like an actual business and let's create the impact by making money. I can help people and it is a business and you can buy from it. And what makes me the most amount of money? And not just money, things which make me money through my dream clients. Things which make me money through my dream clients. The information this is based on is directly my clients' words. My best clients, I asked them, why did you choose me? And they said certain words which I deconstructed based on which I'm going to take more action. They said, I like your story, life story, your transformation. I like the fact that you have the knowledge. I like the fact that you have been obese. You have been in my shoes, the most relatability, and I trust you. And we share the same issues. It's mostly that I have the knowledge, they trust me, I can fix it, and the fact that it is very relatable. I've been through in their shoes. I've done all that stuff. And so that is why they chose me. So the first biggest reason is my story and relatability. My life story and relatability and common issues. So this this makes me more money. Uh, but I have to spend as much time of these 2 hours in doing the actual work, posting something. And the second one is let's just boil down to two things. My knowledge. My knowledge. These are the two things which make me the most amount of money. So let's work upon this. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share a story. Yeah, this is a good thing. Firstly, I'm gonna share a post on Instagram with a story attached to it. I'm gonna write a story. And my purpose is to I just got a new typeform response as I'm making this video. So let's just have a look at it. If it is a qualified lead or not, will they book a call or not? No. They're 19-year-old, and as soon as they entered their age, the type form said you're not qualified. Surya, why did he not book a call? Has Surya booked the call? Wait, what? I also need to contact a person who filled the form who was perfectly qualified, but they didn't book a call. I need to contact the person. But before that, I need to, yeah, I'm gonna select anything, any picture or video of mine, and then write a story underneath it. So since it's relatable, I'm gonna choose an old story of mine. So let's choose an old story of mine, not old story, but let's pick a contrast. A good story, storytelling. Let's learn storytelling. Okay, which skills do I need in order to master this? I need storytelling for sure. Storytelling. And from what I have observed so far, a story needs a start and an end. It needs a direction. It needs details. So I have the story in my mind. I have lived it. I need to transfer it to the listener through a screen. And so my words are like a data cable. And I need them to experience what I experienced, see what I saw, feel what I felt, hear what I heard, experience what I heard. Experience what I experienced. Storytelling makes me money. Clear. And give them a solution through stories. So I need to go and I need to, you know what? I think I have an idea. Not perfect, but just let's get it done. I'm gonna pick not this one. Is it is you know select this one and then it's going to be in screenshots. Albums, screenshots. I take a lot of screenshots, so yep, let's go. Let's make it look good. All right, I have it now, and I'm gonna choose an audio. Let me just show it to you. You let me just increase the size. Yeah, this is the first picture. Is it focused? Yep. And then this is the second picture. This is the direction the story is headed in. I'm gonna share something I felt. And there's gonna be a direction, there's gonna be a contrast. Direction, a contrast at the start and the end of the story, a lesson, and I'm gonna feedback it 25 times. Let's just do it 25 times. I have the time. I'm gonna feedback the story 25 times, which means I'm gonna read it again 25 times and I'm gonna make every minute correction or improve it every way I can. So let's do it. Let's open Google Docs. Not over here. Chrome. No, what can I do? One thing that if I can, well, just put myself over here, bring the laptop over here. And by the way, you're gonna hear a lot of the noise from the fan, which I do not care about because this is just to keep me accountable and to talk about the stuff I'm doing. Let's move it over here. Transition. Let's look at what it is looking like. Uh, I need to shift the window slightly this side. Is it needs to be slightly over. Should work now. Yep. Yes, it works perfectly now. So let's write the story. Not thinking too much, but what would you expect to listen to? This is me talking. It's gonna be emotional for me. Let me just put on both. Why am I even? How do you start the story? Let me actually lift the story back up and share. I'm thinking of a different thing. I'm gonna switch the photo From the back to a different one, to a sad picture. I have switched the picture to this one, this one, and focus G, and this one. Yep. And I'm gonna share a common issue everyone faces, which is finding clothes to wear when you're overweight. It hurts so much. And I'm gonna actually live this story down because there is a specific instance. It's a story I'm gonna be sharing in a podcast someday, which is why I'm gonna share it here as well. Let me live the story back. It just needs to be a story. And it was 2021. How do you start a story? Let me ask for tips from Claude. Let's learn it side by side. I need to make sure it is learning. I'm learning. I am learning storytelling. How do I start story? Text form. What are some good ways to that's a good question. I need some coffee. I'm gonna get some coffee and then I'm gonna come back. Just had a black coffee, and now I am gonna learn. What have I noticed in great stories? I haven't read many books, but something I have observed that something emotional, something starts in the middle of something, and something flips. Like a person would be in a car, but it crashes. Literally. Why is it asking me questions? It it made me go, what? What happens next? That is a and connecting to the problem point. I think problems just get people's attention, and the more amplified the problem is, the more deeply it, it gets the reader. I think it's a fucking yes man play called stakes. The higher the stakes, the harder it is to look away. Now here's something interesting to think about. I think because of characters, human story, I think the mother's story pulls more because of characters, human story, relatability, and it is perhaps it is something which we can imagine ourselves more realistically. Oh, the bigger the scale characters. Okay, let's work upon what happens next. Let's work upon that. What is the actual story? I can't fucking remember. Is it recording? 2020. It was my cousin sister's wedding. 2020. It was my cousin sister's wedding. But I was, but I was extreme. I was obese. And so I knew nothing was going to look, nothing. And so I knew nothing would I could wear was gonna look good on me. It was my cousin sister's wedding, but I was obese. And so I knew nothing I could wear was gonna look good on me. I knew it. I knew nothing was gonna look good on me. And I was 2 hours before I had to leave. I don't remember. Why did I have to leave alone? Uh, my brother and my mother had already, my family, was the same. Family had, al- you know what? I'll give the fucking. My brother and my mother had already. Wait, it wasn't this event though. Which one was it? I can't remember correctly. I'm mixing up two of the events. The fuck must be that? Because I had to wear good. Yeah. My father was in another state. My father was in another state for his state because of his job. I gave the reason that I wanted to just not go because I wanted to just not go. I made up the I had an at any cost. Made I had an exam coming up in 3 days. I had an social science exam coming up in 3 days. So I made an excuse to every one of my family members calling me to come that my that my dad said no because I have to study for the exam. I didn't even speak to my father that I didn't even speak to my father that I just used the I just used the sentence as a shield. But my cousin brothers, who are very close to very close and are kept calling me, asking to come. Very close to me kept calling me, asking me to come. Eventually, I decided to. And by the way, I have to write this in a caption. So I have to ensure the length is appropriate. Why a caption? Even though less people are gonna read it, exactly because less people are gonna. I only want those people to know this story who are interested to read my caption. Who are like, who is this Ayush guy? Let me read his caption. Because I've noticed this in myself. Whenever I read someone's caption, I'm completely hooked onto them. I know who they are. And I know not everybody is reading their caption. I am, and so I feel some kind of uniqueness. And then whenever I see some other post of theirs, I feel a connection. Like I know something about them which other people don't. Eventually, I decided to. I start rotating through the kurtas I had. I start rotating through the kurtas I had. Took pictures of myself in each. Start rotating. I start trying the kurtas I had one by one. Took pictures of myself in each and was by putting my phone by putting my phone against a support and turning on a timer, 10-second timer. detail. I start trying the kurtas I had at home one by one, took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against a support and turning on a 10-second timer. And was I start trying the kurtas I had at home one by one, took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against a support and turning on a 10-second timer, and compared all the pictures to conclude conclude which one showed the least amount of fat. I started trying the kurtas I had at home one by one, took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against a support and turning on a 10-second timer, and compared all the pictures to conclude which which one showed the least amount of fat on my body. I don't remember which one I picked, but I did pick one. But I did pick one. Booked an Uber. Did pick one. Then booked an Uber and kurtas. But I did pick one. Then booked an Uber. Then booked an Uber. Then booked an Uber and went to the wedding. I was. How do you feel when you your chest pad is popping out and you're like you don't want to show your body? I was feeling insecure about my looks, feeling insecure about my looks, my body, and my body the whole time. I had a glimpse of sadness the entire time on my face. I had a glimpse. What does the word glimpse exactly mean? Very quick and not very quick and not complete. And oh fuck, the contrast is crazy. Fast forward. Okay, now the story changes. This story is complete. Now let's fast forward. Fast forward. How do you transition a story? Or do I just tell the story and I end it? Say, or do I just say mine? Let me just try it and then I'll feedback. I'm not gonna do it 25 times by the way. Or am I? To get on top of the leaderboard, let's actually do it. Let's push myself. I have an hour and 20 minutes. I can spend all in just feedbacking. The speed of growth is speed of feedback. Now, the second picture you see in the post, it was I took I took it. Now, the second picture you see in the post, this one, this one, I took it 30 minutes before, 40 minutes before my exam, my data structures and algorithm exam. I took it 40, 30 to 40 minutes before my data structures and algorithms and algorithms exam. Structures and algorithms exam. Storytelling is the fucking money maker. Just show stories. The second picture you see in the post, I took it 30 to 40 minutes before my data structures and algorithms. It was finals of this. I remember looking at the video back. No damage. Post workout back pump. Post workout back pump. Post workout physique. Post workout physique check. Just staring at myself in the adoring myself in the mirror. Adoring myself. Adoring me. Adoring me. Ha. Adoring myself in the mirror. Tripod set up in my recording physique. Post workout physique check. Adoring myself in the mirror. Tripod set up with my phone recording my physique from a cinematic angle. In the gym mirror. In the gym's mirror. Post workout shirtless physique check. Post workout physique check. Adoring myself in the mirror. Tripod set up with my phone recording my physique from a cinematic angle. Cool. This picture is drawing myself in the mirror, tripod set up with my phone, recording my physique from a cinematic angle. Wearing, wearing the clothes I love. So what's what's the lesson? So what's the lesson? So what's the lesson I wanna pass on to you? So my life story. So what's the lesson I wanna So what is the lesson I wanna pass on to you? So my life story. Firstly, no no matter how much pain you're in because of your weight, you can fix it. If I can, then you can too. Firstly, no matter how much pain you have in your life because of your weight, you can fix it all. You can end it all. If I can, then you can too. Secondly, there is no fuck who's calling me, bro. Okay, I need to attend the call. You can just keep disturbing. Yeah, and then secondly, there is no light without dark. The only joy of the only joy of life lies is there. Second, the only joy of life is pain. Exists in pain. It's the contrast. Fuck off. It's the contrast. It's the difference between the two which makes life. Difference between the two which makes life beautiful. Between the two which makes life beautiful. If I always had the physique I have today, I wouldn't. It wouldn't mean as much to me. It wouldn't mean as much to me as it does. It's extreme joy, my extreme joy while looking myself shirtless in the mirror lies in the exists because because my extreme joy while looking at myself shirtless in the mirror exists because I hated. How do you end the story? Back muscles looking absolutely poor. Back muscles looking absolutely gorgeous. 25 times. I'll do the stuff nobody's willing to do. How could I make it better? It wouldn't mean as much to me. No matter how. It's just a matter of willingness to make change. Make Bastard. Chill, chicken. 2021. It was my cousin's sister's wedding, but I was obese. And so I knew nothing I could wear was gonna look good on me. My brother and my mother had already gone. My father was in another state because of his job. I wanted to just not go at any cost. I had a social science exam coming up in 3 days, so I made an excuse to every one of my family members calling me to come. I said, my dad said no. My dad said, can't go because I have to study for the exam, for the social science. I said, my dad said I can't go because I didn't even speak to my father that day. I just used the sentence as a But my cousin brothers who were very close to me kept calling me, asking me to come, asking. But my cousin brothers who are very close to me kept calling me, asking me to come. They convinced me and I decided to go. They convinced me and I decided. I started trying the kurtas I had one by one. Took pictures of myself in each. Took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against a support and turning on a 10-second timer. Then compared all the pictures to conclude which one showed the least amount of pattern. I don't remember the one I ended up picking. I don't remember the kurta I ended up picking. I don't remember but I did pick one, booked an Uber, and went to the wedding. I was feeling insecure about my looks and my body the whole time. I even had a glimpse of sadness on my face the entire time. I was trying to put on a smile, but you could easily see through it. It wasn't a good day for me. Now, the second picture you see in the post, I took it 30 to 40 minutes. Now, this story flips. But now, the story flips. The second picture you see in the post, I took it 30 to 40 minutes before my data structures and algorithms exam. It was the finals of the semester. Post workout physique check. Post workout physique check, adoring myself in the mirror, back muscles looking absolutely gorgeous, tripod set up with my phone, recording my physique from a cinematic angle, wearing the clothes I love. I wasn't, I loved myself. So, what's the lesson? Uh, it doesn't quite fit. Let's read it again. 2021. It was my cousin's sister's wedding, but I was obese. I don't know if it's a good start or not. I don't know. 2021. It was my cousin's sister's wedding. 2021. It was my cousin's sister's wedding, but I was obese. What? I was obese. And so I knew nothing I could wear was gonna look good on me. My brother and my mother had already gone. My father was in another, was in another state of the country because of his job. I wanted to just not go at any cost. I had a social science exam coming up in 3 days, so I made an excuse to every one of my family members calling me to come. My dad said I can't go because I have to study for the social science exam. I didn't even speak to my father that day. I just used the sentence as a shield. Use the sentence as a shield. I just lied. I just lied. But my cousin brothers, who are very close to me, kept calling me, asking me to come. They convinced me, and I decided to go. I started trying the kurtas I had read one by one, took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against a support and turning on a 10-second timer. Then compared all the pictures to conclude, then compared all the pictures to conclude which one showed, which kurta showed the least amount of happen. I don't remember the kurta I ended up. I don't remember the one I ended up. I ended up picking, but I did pick one, booked an Uber, and went to the wedding. I was feeling insecure about my looks and my body the whole time. I even had a glimpse of sadness on my face the entire time. I was trying to put on a smile, but it was easy see through. It wasn't a good day for me. But now, time for a story switch. Time for a story flip. Flip of stories. But now, time for a flip of stories. The second picture you see is the proof. I took it 30 to 40 minutes before my data structures and algorithms. It was the findings of the science. Post workout physique check, adoring myself in the mirror, back muscles looking absolutely gorgeous, tripod set up with my phone recording my physique from a cinematic angle, wearing the clothes I loved myself in. So, what's the lesson I want to pass on to you through my life story? So, what's the lesson? What's the lesson here? So, what's the lesson? Firstly, no matter how much pain you have in your life because of your weight, you can end it all. If I can, then you can. It's just a matter of willingness to make a drastic change in your life. And a delu- delusional level of self-belief. Secondly, the only joy of life exists in pain. It's the difference between the two which makes life beautiful. If I always had the physique I have today, it wouldn't mean as much to me. Extreme drive it. That's it. This is 2021. It was my sister's wedding. Cousin sister's wedding, but I was obese. Now let's give this story to Claude. I need feedback like you're my expert storytelling coach. Hmm. Let's highlight the details I've added. Took pictures of myself. This is name, not replace. Highlight detail. The specificity is worth mentioning. Oh, so are you saying I leave the text? So what's the lesson here? And write nothing after it? Or do I remove that as well? Okay, sure. It's saying to remove this piece of text. Let me just make it color white. Color white. Now I can't see it, but it is there. 2021. It was my cousin's sister's wedding, but I was obese. So I knew nothing I could wear was gonna look good on me. My brother and my mother had already gone. My father was in another state of the country because of his job. I wanted to just not go at any cost. I had a social science exam coming up in 3 days, so I made an excuse to every one of my family members calling. I said, my dad said I can't go because I have to study for the social science exam. I didn't even speak to my father that day. I just lied. But my cousin brothers who are very close to me kept calling, asking me to come. They convinced me and I decided to go. I started trying the kurtas I had at home one by one. Took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against the support and turning on a 10-second timer. Then compared all the pictures to conclude, I started trying the kurtas I had at home one by one. Took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against a support and turning on a 10-second timer. Then compared all the pictures to conclude which kurta showed the least amount of fat on my body. I don't remember the one I ended up picking, but I did pick one, booked an Uber, and went to the wedding. I was feeling insecure about my looks and my body the whole time. I even had a glimpse of sadness on my face the entire time. I was trying to put on a smile, but you could easily see through. It wasn't a good day. But now, time for a flip of stories. The second picture you see in the post, I took it 30 to 40 minutes before my data structures and algorithms exam. It was the finals of the semester. Post-workout physique check, adoring myself in the mirror, packed muscles looking absolutely gorgeous, tripod set up with my phone recording my physique from a cinematic angle, wearing the clothes I love myself. I read it and something feels missing. I personally, so, so what's the lesson here? I not underline the black color. So leaving the question at the end would be better. It makes me think that I am supposed to extract a lesson from this story. What do you say? Be my coach. That matters. Leaving a question and leaving a feeling. One final single line that is not an explanation but an image or feelings. Okay, what could option C be? Ah, ah, what's the lesson here? Let's leave this in white. All the pain has ended. All the pain because of the wait has ended. Stop looking at myself in the mirror. Can't stop recording myself. I can't start recording my. Stop taking photos and videos of myself in the gym. Mirror. Can't stop taking photos. So this, ah, life has changed. That would be better. Okay, okay. This is the story. Let's read it. How is this starting the opening line and the flow of the story? Why are you asking me? I can see a problem, the fact that there is a wedding, but I'm obese. I'm partly curious as to what am I gonna do because no clothes fit me. There is emotion and pain behind nothing I could wear was gonna look good on me. I can see all of this cerebrally, the feeling of cerebrally in a cerebral way. Let's just say that you can see all of this in a cerebral way, but I don't really know if this opening is works or not. Okay, I was obese. I was obese, but it was my sister's wedding. Doesn't really get how to tell good stories. You look at this. I was 21. I was obese. There was nah. Just doesn't just doesn't flow nicely. Matters. I don't remember the one I ended up taking, but I did take one. Booked an Uber and went to the wedding. I was feeling insecure about my looks and my body the whole time. I even had a glimpse of sadness on my face the entire time. I was trying to put on a smile, but you could easily see through it. It wasn't a good performance. The second picture you see on the post, I took a 30 to 40 minutes. But now, time for a few of the stories. I think, I personally think it makes the flow better. What do you think? What could be a better, uh, smoother, smooth transition between the two? Not driving anything feels missing. I don't know. Give me some ideas. But pain has an expiry date. I like that. But pain is only temporary. Okay, let's see. 2021. It was my cousin's sister's wedding, but I was obese. And so I knew nothing I could wear was gonna look good on me. My brother and my mother had already gone. My father was in another state of the country because of his job. I wanted to just not go at any cost. I had a social science exam coming up in 3 days, so I made an excuse to everyone of my family who was calling me. I said, my dad said I can't go because I have to study for the social science exam. I didn't even speak to my father that day. I just lied. But my cousin brothers, who were very close to me, kept calling, asking me to come. They convinced me and I decided to go. I started trying the kurtas I had at home one by one. Took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against a support and turning on a 10-second timer. 10 seconds. then compared all the pictures to conclude which kurta showed the least amount of fat on my body. I don't remember the one I ended up picking, but I did pick one, booked an Uber, and went to the wedding. I was feeling insecure about my looks and my body the whole time. I even had a glimpse of sadness on my face that time. I was trying to put on a smile, but you could easily see through it. It wasn't a good day for me. But pain wasn't a good day for me. But pain is only temporary. The second picture you see in the post, I took it 30 to 40 minutes before my. But pain is only temporary. Things change. But pain is always temporary. But pain is always temporary. The second picture you see in the post, I took it 30 to 40 minutes before my data structures and algorithms exam. It was the finals of the semester. Post workout physique check, adoring myself in the mirror, fat muscles looking absolutely gorgeous. Tripod set up with my phone recording my physique from the cinematic angle, wearing the clothes I love myself. Life can change. Life changes. Life is beautiful. Beauty of life. The beauty of life. I'm just gonna go ahead with it. 25 times? I'll read it later. That works better. Because I can just keep reading it. I don't know if it is better or not. It's just, I need WhatsApp it to myself. Or, I can't show you my WhatsApp. How do I send it to myself? Oh, I have Google Docs on my phone. It's gonna be there. Perfect. Yep. So open Google Docs. And now I have to decide the music as well. Music makes you feel something. Which music is gonna go? Firstly, let's see if caption is gonna even fit or not. Oh, it fits. Good. I need to see which song is gonna be good with this. Now, ah, I need something which is gonna flow for some time because it's this looks good. If sounds good, if yep, this is a good song. Let's post it. I wanted to just not go to the wedding at any cost. Was it 2025 or it wasn't 20? I'm editing the caption slightly because it looks different when reading on Instagram. 2021. It was my cousin sister's wedding, but I was obese. And so I knew nothing I could wear was gonna look good on me. My brother and my mother had already gone. My father was in another state of the country because of his job. I wanted to just not go to the wedding at any cost. I had a social science exam coming up in 3 days, so I made an excuse to every one of my family members calling me to come. I said my dad said I can't go because I have to study for the social science exam. I didn't even speak to my father about it. I just lied. But my cousin brothers, who were very close to me, kept calling me, asking me to come. They convinced me and I decided to go. I started trying the kurtas I had at home one by one. Took pictures of myself in each by putting my phone against a support and turning on a 10-second timer. Then compared all the pictures to conclude which kurta showed the least amount of fat on my body. I don't remember the one I ended up picking, but I did pick one, booked an Uber, and went to the wedding. I was feeling insecure about my looks and my body the whole time. I even had a glimpse of sadness on my face the entire time. I was trying to put on a smile, but you could easily see through it. It wasn't a good day for me. The second picture you see in the post, I took it 30 to 40 minutes before my data structures and algorithms exam. It was the finals of the semester in 2024. Post workout, let me add the month as well. In I think it was November 2024 or December around. Post-workout physique check, adoring myself in the mirror, back message looking absolutely gorgeous, tripod setup with my phone recording my physique from a cinematic angle, wearing the clothes I love myself. The only joy of life exists in pain. Yep. Ship. Done. Shared. Posted it. Still have 20 minutes. What work can I do? Okay, good. What's the next thing to do? That story has been posted. Story, let me just show it to you once. I need to set it back to normal. There must be like a reset button, by the way, which I can just click and fix this. But doing the work matters more. And by the way, there is 100% chance that I could improve the story at them. But the way I work, the data I have collected, the way I find myself working is to just do the shit. Do the shit. Stop containing it. in your mind for so much time and just put it out into the world. Then look back at it and then correct it and do it again. Then look back at it again, then do it again. Instead of, I just found this out, instead of feedbacking it 25 times over here, I'll post 25 times. I'll just take 25 units of action. That works better for me. I'm not gonna sit here and work on making the perfect reel or the perfect post or the perfect carousel. I'll do one, then improve. I'll do one, then improve. I'll do one, then improve. And then 50 iterations later, I've made the perfect. Well, there is no such thing as perfect, but I've reached a level which 99% of people are not on. Let me just show you the post, by the way. This is the story. You can't hear the music along with this. You know what? Let me just play the music. You can. Let me just play it in a different time. Perm Sky Cray. YouTube. Perm Sky Cray. This one. I don't know how to type. It must be this one. Yeah, it's this one. Read it along with me. It's a good story, but the two feedbacks from this is to convert this into a video as well, because videos just build better connections than anything else, and to do it more, to post as much as I can, to post, let's put it into numbers, post one of this every day and one video with a story every day. Yet I will, when I have to make money, so with the 15 minutes I have left, let me just look at my type form and no, 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 no. YouTube is gonna ban me if I do that. You see my face. I'm gonna edit the, not edit, but message the type form lead who was a perfect fit but did not book the call. I'm gonna WhatsApp message him. You see my face. Yeah, shacked. I clicked on type form. The website is loading. The website has loaded. I can see the type form dashboard, and I have two forms. I'm gonna click on the qualifier form, which leads into the call. I've clicked on it. It's loading. The form is up. I can see the front page. Now I'm gonna click on results. I'm gonna go into responses. I have 50 up until now. And when did I put this up in my bio? I put it on 22 April. So in 20 days, 20 around that, I've gotten 50 responses. More stories, more responses. The guy is 170 centimeters, 115 kgs, 28 age, He wants to lose 20 plus kgs and build muscles. He is done being obese. The challenges he has mentioned are lack of discipline and mindset. I think that's a belief, limiting belief. It's not really discipline for people. And yeah, he says he that he is in a position to financially invest. So I'm gonna copy his phone number. I'm gonna go to WhatsApp. I'm gonna make sure that OBS is not recording all of this. Yep, you can only see my face and nothing else. Let me look sexy. Yep. Now I'm in WhatsApp. I'm gonna click on the plus icon, click on new contact, type his name. I'm not gonna tell you his name. I don't want YouTube to block 2 hours of my work. I'm gonna type his phone number, not type but copy and paste. And I'm gonna save it as Putin prospect, XYZ prospect. Take phone number saved. And I'm gonna message him, hey, I'm gonna copy his name. Hey XYZ, I saw that you filled the form. Hey, I use this. Hope you're having an amazing day. I noticed that you filled the form for coaching call with me. You were a perfect fit, but you didn't book a call. You didn't book a call. Do you want me to share the call booking link here in the chat itself? Ah, I messed up the spelling of Anne. Instead of A and I wrote A and A. I just edited it. He has messaged hi, he has already replied. I messaged hey XYZ, I usually say, hope you're having an amazing day! Exclamation mark. I noticed that you filled the form for coaching with me. You were a perfect fit, but you didn't book a call. Do you want me to share the call booking link here in the chat itself? Question mark. And then he has replied hi. And now he's typing. Ah, by the way, this morning I woke up by a call from the Amazon. Sure, no problem. I'll just. He has replied, yes, but I am busy right now. I'll book coaching call once I am available. Sure, no problem. I'll share the link with you and you can book it for the slot and you can book it for the slot which works the best for you. I'll share the link with you. You can book it for the slot which works for you. And whenever you can book it whenever you get free from work. So now I'm gonna go into Zoho. I've just opened Zoho bookings. I'm gonna go into one-on-one calls, coaching strategy call, share, copy. I've copied the link. Let me copy a shortened URL. Short. Share the link. There you go. XYZ. Feel free to book it whenever you're free. Done. Still have 8 minutes left. What do I do? 34. I hope the people are reading the story right, not just looking at the transformation. You know what do I need to do more? I need to take pictures of myself. Let's do it more. There's it's not only about views on reels, just feedback in that. You can feedback everything. Which posts bring clients? Which posts bring engagements? Which post brings in what type of demographic of people? For example, these carousels, they bring in so many people from the age of 25 to 44, so the older people who have the money, and they bring in 60% of audience of this post is from India. Only 60%. Rest has like 80, 90, 95%. And so this exposes me to the international world. They come to here, they come to my page, and then I'm learning American accent. So then it is globally recognized. It's just better. And so this is the feedback from here. And then this is super valuable, super simple. It's a guide. People are helped genuinely because of this. This is my story. Story builds connections. It is not a metric I can measure in terms of numbers. I can just have faith because people have told me who have gotten on calls with me that stories builds connections. And stories is why people come to me. And then this is my story. This is for the people, only for the people who are gonna read it, not for everyone. And then this I just posted because I had to post something. I wasn't feeling comfortable that the day was about to end, but I haven't posted anything. I can't sit with that. It's hard. I didn't post anything yesterday, by the way. But this is something I love. This was genuine thought which was floating in my mind at that time, and so I just spoke it. I love this. This is one of my favorite videos of him because there's a melody in this. There's feeling in this. This is my original thought. This is what I think. I don't care about the engagement of this. This is me. And then these type of posts, it's just my thought. I need to post it to get it out. Every single piece by piece by piece, I'm building personal brand. Personal brand. Yeah, my brand is a personal brand which runs a coaching business. I also need to do some private thing. So for 6 months, it is 90,000 rupees. But if you do it per month for 6 months, it is 30,000 rupees per month. So it's gonna be 1.8 lakhs in total at the end if you want to do it monthly. And then there is a offer for people who don't need personalized one-to-one help too much. They just want some guidance. I have one client like that, and I can find more like him. I've also figured out one thing: I don't need to speak directly to 30-year-olds by opening with the line. If you're above the age of 30, issues are common. I talk about the common issues, and I speak in a language which they understand. I just don't hang around with 20-year-old people, retards who are in college. I just don't hang around with them. They're all retards. But yeah, So what makes me money? The summary is storytelling, and I just practiced it. And I need to do more, and I need to change one thing, just improve one thing in the next one. It could be the starting, it could be the details. I wanna increase the details of the story because details is what actually makes connections. Details of a story is what actually builds connection. If I tell you, if I tell you, if I share, the more details I share with you, the more connected you're gonna feel. Perfect. I am already a good coach. I just need to bring in clients. It's so fucking simple and good of a job to just coach people. That is the easiest part and the most enjoyable part. The hard part, the more work part, and the figuring out part is just how to get the work, what to post, what to say in the sales calls to get him, to get the person who deserves my help. The person who deserves my help is the person who's gonna read this, who's gonna feel it. That's the person. Someone reposted it. I will sit for 2 hours. Strategy is what is the strategy? I need to do more, 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 more. If storytelling works, then post 3 stories a day. It just needs to be a story. And it doesn't only have to be about physique. It could be about me. And my whole life is linked to a physique. 2021. Let's see one thing which we can see. We can add more detail. What's the character limit? Character limit on Instagram caption. 2200 characters. How many characters is this? How many characters is this? Oh, so I could have 400 more characters. That's fine. So I can write this length of stories to the point around the peak action. Just one step at a time. Let's become better at stories. Storytelling brings money. And so I'm going to share more stories. And would this work for every business out there? I think it would. If a business tells stories, you feel connected. And once you feel connected to a business, you buy from it because you buy emotion. Where you buy from the place you feel good. I bought the AC installation service from Amazon because I felt better about it. I felt safer, trusted, happier to buy from it. I don't want to buy from a third party source because, firstly, I lack trust. Will it have warranty? Will it have future problems? Will, if it if something goes wrong in the future with the AC, will they be accountable for it? Will it break my warranty for the AC? I don't care if it is cheaper. I don't want cheaper. I want better. Money means nothing. Money is infinite, and I completely fucking disrespect money. Okay, the time is up. I'm gonna post this one.